Good day to you from Chem Help ASAP. In this video, we're going to talk about different styles that people use to draw Lewis dot structures. So this is a form of communication, and people have different styles in how they communicate. And I'm not saying any one of these is right or wrong, but I think people do have their preferences. So we're going to talk about the molecule water. Water consists of a hydrogen atom bonded to an oxygen, which is in turn bonded to another hydrogen atom. And so what are the different ways you could show this structure? Some people like to show their bonds as bonding pairs of electrons. So they don't draw any lines, they just show dots. Occasionally, people will say, don't show dots, show X's for your electrons. That's another method that people will use. Whoops, and we do not have a hydrogen there. So that is an oxygen with a full octet. It's an octet of X's instead of dots for electrons. Another way is to show bonds as lines and lone pairs as two dots of electrons. That's a common method. Yet another way is to show all pairs of electrons, whether they're bonding pairs or lone pairs, as lines. So that oxygen would still have a full octet. Another way is some people will say, we don't need to show the electrons on oxygen because you're required to show charges. If you don't show the lone pairs, the reader should be able to figure out whether there are lone pairs or not. So these are 5 different ways. And your instructor, if you're watching this video because you're taking a class, probably has a preference for one of these 5 ways or maybe even a different way. Follow your instructor. However, for full disclosure, in these videos, I'm going to follow this notation where our Lewis structures are drawn so that bonding pairs are shown as lines and lone pairs are shown as 2 dots to show electrons. So this is my preference. But if you're in a class with someone else teaching it and they like a different style, by all means follow that style. Don't follow mine. But there are different ways to communicate Lewis dot structures.